We got work to do, fellas. And when I say we got work to do, we got work to do on making sure that we are girded up and truly prepared for what it really means to be a man. These women can see y'all coming a mile away. A mile away. And I'm not criticizing him specifically, right? But I want to highlight a couple things because he volunteered the information. And let me give some props to Shannon for being willing to come up and have a conversation. And I think that it was a really good conversation. Nobody called each other out of their names. We wasn't arguing. We wasn't doing any of that. We were just having a good conversation. And this is why I say to y'all all the time, listen, the energy that you meet me with is the energy that I'm going to give back to you. If you are the type of person that want to have a conversation and stand on what it is that you stand on as far as your square and your thoughts, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be passionate about what it is that I feel, but I'm never gonna call you, I'm never gonna dog you. I'm not gonna disrespect you or anything like that. And then how it is that you bring certain things into the conversation is how it's gonna go. But here's the important thing, guys. Women can see y'all a mile away. Y'all are not giving these women enough credit to be able to see, observe, make adjustments, and then take advantage of their circumstance and their situation. That is what they are made to do, which is one of the reasons why you have to give them purpose. You have to give them purpose, you have to give them a vision, and you have to put them to work. A woman loves, let me tell you something. And this is the common myth, and then I'm going to leave it here. This is the myth. The myth is that women love to take advantage of men and then be successful as a result of it, or ride their coattails. That's not true. Of all the things that they've ever taught you on the internet, in this space, and your father in real life, that is not true. That's what women think that they want. And then often at times they find themselves unsatisfied and crying on the internet, similar to Kim Kardashian just was crying the other day about the fact that she's a single mother. She thought that she was finessing. She thought that she was taking advantage of the situation. These women out here think that the vibe is, and the thing that's going to make them the happiest is finessing a guy or see him coming and taking advantage of him. If that be the case, then why do they still have sex with the guy that they attach to emotionally? What they truly want is something to do. They want a purpose. They want a vision. They want to work. They want to grind. They want to be a part of something. It's the reason why a lot of these women join these sorors. It's the reason why women are happier when they're submissive to a guy that gives them a vision and purpose. Women are happier working for their man, not because they're doing less work, but because they're a part of something that they're building, which ultimately gives them a sense of reality, a sense of femininity. They want to be submissive. They want to be handled a certain type of way in the room. Most women don't want to be the dominant person inside of a relationship. Most women don't want to be they want to be dominated inside of the bedroom. They want you to handle them a certain type of way. They want to be loved. They want to be finessed, right? They want to be caressed. They want to be told certain things in order to make them feel good. You put that battery in her back, she going to go and get that fucking money for you, bro. She going to grind. She going to hustle. She'll jump off the face of the earth for you if you give her a vision. What she's doing, what women are doing today, and the reason why they so outside of their purpose and why they still can't find happiness, even though they out here getting the bag from guys, finessing, is women that's getting child support from these men and all of this other type of stuff, egregious amounts of money. And guess what? They're still not happy. They still jumping from man to man, person to person, opportunity to opportunity, and it don't matter how much they finesse the guy. Inherently within themselves, they're not built to be happy based off of that circumstance that they find themselves in. So when they finally get them in, or you get them in a space to where you give them a purpose and you give them a vision and you stand up as a man and you say, listen, that ain't fucking flying in here. Do you know how many times I've had to sit my chick down and say, yo, what's going on with you? And then afterwards she would be like, you know what? I kind of needed that. I'm so glad that you put me in my place and you helped me to understand what the hell was going on out here. Cause I was just doing stuff because outside of a purpose. But as I've grown, as I've evolved, as I've learned, as my fathers taught me. And when I say my fathers, I'm talking about my father, his father, my grandfather, all of that. They've given me the game and they've helped me to understand that women will exponentially go out and do the thing that is in all of y'all best interest if you give her a vision. But if you don't stand on your square and y'all just keep trying to save these chicks, you gonna realize that she not yours is just your turn because you don't really know how to capture what it takes in order to really be a husband. And most women, regardless of what they say, they don't know what the fuck they want. That's why they keep saying that they want a partner. You don't want no partner. You want to retire. You ain't trying to be going to work for that man, for the white man. You only doing that because you feel like you ain't got no other choice. So you leverage it in order to continue to have these conversations online. But the reality is that every one of these baby mamas that's online giving y'all advice, they will trip over themselves and cut their left pinky toe off in order to get a man that'll save them and take care of them and give them some purpose. Every one of these baby mamas, these single baby mamas that y'all keep taking dating advice from and marriage advice from, they will cut their left pinky toe off in order to find a man that will absolutely positively put them in their place and give them a sense of purpose. They crave it. They can sense it. They can smell it on you. It's their innate ability as a woman to be able to do so. They crave it. They only on here talking shit because they ain't got nothing else to do. They ain't got nothing else better to do. They broke, they dusty, they kids is bad, they don't have no sense of purpose, they DMs is only popping when somebody want to fuck them, not when somebody actually want to wife them up. And that's why they online talking shit every day and having conversations. Look. You think if somebody was over there piping down Cynthia G and giving her a sense of purpose, do you think, honestly, in your heart, that she would be online talking shit every single day about black men? She wouldn't. She absolutely, positively wouldn't. Name your favorite single baby mama that's online being a content creator that all of these men continue to simp for, and help me to understand how they would be operating in this sense of masculinity if they had a dude that was piping them down and giving them a sense of purpose and putting them on putting them on a track. There's no way that they could even muster up the ability to say some of the wild shit that they saying. You don't see Savannah James online talking shit. You don't see that shit. You know where you see it from? Gabrielle Union. From the person that feels like they can go 50-50. They online putting out the family business and living in their masculinity, and you can see it as a reflection of their kids and how it is that they live in their life. A woman that truly got purpose and is moving in her femininity, they not living like that. They don't want to. It is work. It is suffering. Don't no woman want to be out here competing with a man. I'm telling you the real. So when I see this happen and I see y'all white knight and y'all not creating a better space for yourselves, y'all creating suffering, issues, problems, trouble. I could see it happen. When I talk to guys and I had these conversations with them, I see this happen. I see what's going to happen 10 years down the line. I'm not paying attention to what your current situation is. I'm paying attention to what you're going to be dealing with long term. How many dudes in the chat right now? How many dudes that's in the chat right now had a chick at one point that you thought was going to be your wife, but then now today it's a completely different circumstance. Y'all not even speaking to each other. At one point, you was telling her you loved her and you was going to take care of her and you was going to be about this, and she was saying that, and y'all was promising each other. And you might even have told her you wanted her to have your baby in the middle of sex like you Tyrese on Baby Boy. But y'all not even speaking to each other today. Why is that? For all of my ladies in the chat, at one point, you was with a guy that you thought could possibly be your husband. And if not, you looking back at him and saying, damn, I should have married that guy, because it's a guy in your past. For those of you that are not married, and even for some of you that are, because you might have settled for the dude that you with, but you really paying attention to when you still following this nigga on Facebook to figure out what the fuck he doing. waiting, contemplating the possibility of what if. How many ladies in the chat? You ain't got to say nothing. How many ladies in the chat right now experienced a certain type of guy that you know you would give all of this shit up for that you got to deal with on a daily basis, and you would 100% get on his purpose, his square, and then operate with whatever vision that he gave for you? You want that shit. You want it. That's the thing that you want right now. I don't know no woman, not one, is excited to get told what to do so that she can go and have to pay some bills and then beg Biden for forgiveness on her student loans. Ain't none of that junk fun. It ain't fun. And I know some beautiful women. They be at the meetups. I seen y'all in Miami. I seen y'all in Dallas. I see y'all everywhere. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Shout out to Tej Hanley, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Make sure you also get the tickets to the Charleston White show here June 9th at the Garden Theater in Detroit. That link is in the description for y'all to be able to do that. But more importantly, learn how to love yourselves. Learn how to love yourselves.